The Asia Cup press conference was historic for more reasons than one. When was the last time that you saw the chairman of selectors and the captain all give a press conference in front of the media? Normally, you would have just seen some one or two media personnel present at the stadium or in matches just asking questions. But here, the chairman of selectors and the India cricket team head coach were both confronted by a lot of media questions regarding the team selection, regarding injury, regarding flexibility, regarding squad selection. Every single bit was answered in that. Rohit Sharma had given a clear-cut indication of what is the blueprint that is there for the Indian cricket team heading into the Asia Cup. But chairman of selectors Ajit Agarkar was a bit more forthright and he gave some very interesting admissions on the squad selection. The big update is on KL Rahul. We had wondered, okay, there are 17 members in the squad. Why is Sanju Samson travelling as one of the reserve keepers? Because there's already Ishan Kishan. There is already one keeper that's there in case KL Rahul something happens to him. Then why is Sanju Samson travelling? Well, now in the press conference, we got a major update as to why Sanju Samson is travelling, and it is all related to KL Rahul's fitness, because KL Rahul and Shreyas Iyer, these were the two names that were making the rounds, because will they, won't they, can they? These were the situations confronting them on their India team selection. As we discussed yesterday, KL Rahul and Shreyas Iyer are both in. Shreyas Iyer is completely fit. But look at the second line. KL Rahul is having a niggle. Now, that is why Sanju is travelling. Yes, KL Rahul has a niggle. We expect him to be fit. He is well on track. Now remember, don't be afraid by the fact, okay, current injury is different from the big injury. Remember, he had sustained a thigh injury that required surgery and he put him out of action for 4 months. This injury is a fresh one that he has suffered. KL Rahul has suffered a niggle, which is an admission that a chief selector Ajit Agarkar had made. And because of KL Rahul's injury, just for a backup and for precautionary measure, Sanju Samson is also travelling. But Agarkar and the NCA physios are confident that KL Rahul will be past fit. That is the situation. But this again begs the question, if KL Rahul had a niggle, why still pick him and hope that he will become fit, knowing that your team composition is very well reliant on KL Rahul's availability? Because the Indian team that you have made, Shreyas Iyer's availability means that the number 4 debate is sealed. He will be the one. But KL Rahul may be batting at number 5. Now, if he is not available, Ishan Kishan is then batting out of position. Then why did you still want to get him? That is the major debate that we have got, because this is a fresh injury that KL Rahul has suffered. In all the NCA match simulations, in all the NCA drills that he was doing for the past couple of months, KL Rahul was fine. Then what changed? Why did he get that niggle? Just a day before the selection was going to be announced. At that time, he got the niggle. So that is why this is a major admission by Ajit Agarkar, and that is why this press conference was needed. Because then we would have open answers as to what is the situation in Indian cricket. KL Rahul's injury was, if he gets it on a regular basis. You have to really feel for him, because through no fault of his, he keeps getting injured on a regular basis. Yet when he plays, he is fit. But then what happens when he gets a succession of injuries in the big stage? This is something that we hope KL Rahul can regain fitness. But as Sunil Gavaskar, who had just spoken to Nikhil on Sports Today, he stated that more than gym fitness, I am looking at cricket fitness. Cricket fitness means time on the field, batting time, bowling time. How many can the players accumulate before the World Cup? That is the major thing that former India skipper Sunil Gavaskar has said on this. The other major talking point was Yajuvendra Chahal. Now remember, UZ Chahal was your leading wicket taker for India in the 2019 World Cup. He also was your leading wicket taker, among the top wicket takers during the 2021 and the 2022 IPL. Yet you did not play him in any of the World T20s, and he's been omitted from the Asia Cup. Look at the contrasting differences. Chahal does well, but he does not get a game in the major stage of the World Cup. Mohammad Shami, on the other hand, he does not play that much of bilaterals, but is a World Cup to World Cup bolter. Look at it. He played the IPL, did not play in the West Indies series at all, did not play Ireland. Now he is back in the Asia Cup after 4 months. This is the kind of luck that Yuzvendra Chahal has, and when you look at the other Indian bowlers. But Ajit Agarkar gave a very concrete answer to that. He said, you can't fit in 2 wrist spinners, which means now in Rohit Sharma's era, you have moved well past Kulcha. The Kulcha duo is finished. You are not going to go back to them on a regular basis because the team composition now demands that you play only 1 wrist spinner, and that is Kuldeep Yadav. So for once the luck is with Kuldeep Yadav. As he does well, he gets a longer run. But you can safely presume now that when it comes to ODI cricket, maybe a slight hint in T20 cricket, the Kulcha duo is finished. At the moment, Kuldeep is ahead of Chahal. The performances show that Kuldeep was your top bowler in the West Indies series, in the white ball format. Here also, he will be a key factor heading into the Asia Cup and the World Cup. Now, there was a lot of buzz, there was a lot of noise created when Rohit Sharma said that, okay, we are preparing players for batting in each and every position as and when the team situation demands. That was the press conference quote which kind of got a lot of people talking about it. But Agarkar clarified. He clarified Rohit Sharma's statement by saying, you look at someone's form or situation. That flexibility should be there in the player's mind. I am sure the captain wants players to be batting in a certain position. It doesn't mean roles are specified. Once again, Agarkar gave a clarification that roles are not specified. There has to be flexibility, and that's the same thing Sunil Gavaskar also stated. Flexibility has to be there. One can go to 5, 6, 7. Maybe the rotational numbers can be from 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which is an indication that probably for the team composition's sake, maybe Virat Kohli will not have to bat at number 3. Maybe he'll have to bat at 4. That's where he batted in the 2011 World Cup. For the team composition's sake, even Rohit Sharma said, we don't want to be handicapped by one batter in that specific position. So that is why this is a major situation that Agarkar gave on the Indian team flexibility aspect. However, as the questions wore on, and it was one question was posed about Shikhar Dhawan. Now remember, Shikhar Dhawan was playing ODIs until December in the Bangladesh series. He was a stopgap arrangement. Suddenly in 2023, as it dawned, Shikhar Dhawan was out. Not featured in the Sri Lanka ODIs, not featured in the New Zealand ODIs, had a good IPL, but now is not picked in the Asia Cup, which means he is not making it to the World Cup as well. On that, he said, Rohit is not a bad player. Shubman has had a great year. Shikhar Dhawan has been a great player for India. He played last in December. At the moment, Rohit and Shubman are our preferred openers. So this is also an indication that India have looked confirmation well past Shikhar Dhawan at this point. So 2 things. The Kulcha duo is finished when it comes to ODIs. Shikhar Dhawan gone well past him. KL Rahul is carrying a new niggle, not an old one, a new niggle. That is the reason why Sanju Samson is in the reserve squad, and he is traveling with the team, by the way. So Ajit Agarkar and Rohit Sharma for the first time, maybe you can say after 2 years, a chief selector and a captain sat together and had a press conference which addressed most of the Indian media's worries. There was also one more question on the fitness aspect. How was the NCA monitoring the fitness and the workload of the bowlers who get injured on a frequent basis? Agarkar just said he was not aware whether Prasidh, Bumrah, when they were fit, they got injured, or the other way around. He just mentioned that, okay, these people are putting in the hard yards at the NCA. They had put in the hard yards, and that's why they are back in selection. As far as injury is concerned, he did not give a very concrete answer on that. So Agarkar and Rohit Sharma gave the press conference during the Asia Cup squad announcement. There were some crucial talking points, but mostly if you ask the former Indian selectors and former Indian cricketers, they are quite happy with this selection. How do you think the team selection has been? Is it on expected lines where there's some interesting changes? Did you want some players included? You can drop us a comment below and tap that bell icon so when we go live. We are also there on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. More videos coming your way especially one on Tilak Verma. How could he have made the jump? Stay tuned for that.